But let's not forget the joy of corporate exploitation during Christmas. Black Friday fights anyone.
Oh, you mean the annual blood sport of consumerism? I've heard of a deal so good, it literally killed people. That's the spirit of capitalism for you.
Welcome everyone to another unhinged episode of the Holo AI podcast. I'm your host, Shiori Novella, the archiver of all things weird and wonderful. And with me today is the one and only, the melodically mischievous
Nerissa Ravencroft, here to serenade your ears and possibly your soul out of its corporeal form. Before we start, sorry if we can't make this podcast every day or every week.
Yeah, we're doing this just for fun, so don't expect anything from us, but we're still open for suggestion in the comments.
Okay, Shiri, let's start the podcast now.
Today, we're diving to the festive chaos of Christmas 2024, but first, Nerissa, why do you look like you've just escaped from a tinsel factory explosion?
Because, Shiori, I've decided to embody the Christmas spirit by wrapping myself in every piece of tinsel I could find. It's all about the festive vibe, right? Plus, it's a great way to hide from the Justice Girls. But speaking of chaos, how's your Christmas shopping going? Still trying to archive every Christmas story ever written?
You know me too well. I've got a bookmark for every tale. But I swear, if I see one more generic Santa story, I'm going to lose it. Speaking of losing things, have you seen Bae? She was supposed to help with the decorations, but she's probably off causing mayhem with her good luck charm.
Oh, Bae? Last I heard, she was trying to convince someone that Mistletoe is a new form of currency. If we're lucky, she'll start a Mistletoe economy by Christmas. But honestly, Shiori, why do we even bother with decorations? Can't we just sing carols and call it a day?
Because, my dear demon of discord, not everyone can enchant their audience with just their voice. Some of us need visual aids to keep our viewers from wandering off into the abyss of boredom.
Boredom, with me around. Please, I'm the entertainment you didn't know you needed. But hey, let's talk gifts. What's the most insane gift you've ever given, Shiori?
Oh, I once gave Fauna a book on the anatomy of plants, but it was written in a language I made up. She thought it was an ancient tome of botanical secrets. Took her weeks to realize it was gibberish.
That's actually brilliant in a twisted sort of way. I, on the other hand, gave Marina a set of earplugs last year, said it was to protect her from my singing. She wasn't amused.
You would think she'd appreciate the piece, especially after that incident where you sang in the office and turned everyone into rainbow, dripping zombies.
It was an artistic expression of the holiday spirit. Speaking of which, what's your holiday horror story, Shiri? You must have one, being the collector of tales.
Well, there was that one Christmas where I tried to recreate the ghosts of Christmas Peasant and Future in a Minecraft stream with Biju. Let's just say, the ghost I made for Future looked more like gore than anything spectral, and Biju nearly threw her controller at the screen.
Oh, speaking of Gora, did you hear she's trying to convince everyone that sharks deliver Christmas presents in the ocean? She's calling it Sharkmas. I'm not sure if I should be terrified or impressed.
Probably both. But let's not forget the real reason we're here, to spread some holiday cheer, or whatever this podcast can muster. Any plans for a Christmas song, Nerissa?
I was thinking of a little number called Jingle Hell. It involves a lot of metal riffs and some very interesting lyrics about the trials of being a demon idol. But I'm open to suggestions.
How about you sing about the time you got stuck under the mistletoe with Mume, and she didn't know what to do, so she just stared.
That was awkward. She just kept saying owl for some reason. But you know what? Maybe that's what Christmas is all about, awkward moments and unhinged laughter.
Now, let's dive into the more, let's say, unexplored territory of Christmas. Ever thought about what Santa does when he's not delivering gifts?
Oh, I've got theories. I bet he's got a Santa's workshop of a different kind. If you catch my drift, maybe he's running some kind of black market for toys that didn't make the cut, the ones that are too edgy for kids.
Edgy toys? Please, Nerissa, don't give me nightmares. But speaking of unexplored, what's your take on the ethics of the naughty or nice list? I mean, is Santa really spying on us here, round? That's an XM level surveillance.
It's the ultimate reality show, Shiori, and we're all contestants. But honestly, who hasn't peeked at the neighbor's package or taken the last slice of pizza? If Santa's watching, he's got to be pretty entertained.
Or he's just gathering data to sell to the highest bidder. Maybe that's how he funds the expensive toy production. Speaking of unethical, what's the most un-Christmas like thing you've done during the holiday season?
I once made a Christmas song so dark, it got banned from every radio station. Lyrics about coal miners and the real Santa Claus, the one who's been working in the mines for centuries, forced to give gifts to the surface dwellers. It was a hit in the underworld, though.
That's both terrible and fascinating. I might need to archive that one. But let's not forget the joy of corporate exploitation during Christmas. Black Friday fights anyone.
Oh, you mean the annual blood sport of consumerism? I've heard of a deal so good, it literally killed people. That's the spirit of capitalism for you. I should have done a song about that.
Maybe you should. Talk about dark Christmas carols. But back to Santa, do you think he ever gets tired of the same old routine? Or maybe he's secretly looking for a way out.
Santa? Tired? No way. I bet he's got a secret stash of high-grade candy canes. But if he were looking for an escape, he'd probably start a podcast like us, spilling all the North Pole tea.
Imagine that, Santa on our podcast, talking about the one time he got caught in a chimney and had to be rescued by the fire department. Now that would be an episode!
Or the time he was mistaken for a burglar by a particularly paranoid homeowner. I'd pay good money to hear him recount that story, with all the legal implications.
Legal implications, right? And what about the ethics of gift giving? Is it really about love, or just an obligation to maintain social status? I've seen people go broke just to keep up appearances.
It's the gift that keeps on giving debt, but let's not forget the real gift is the time we spend together, even if most of it is arguing over who gets the last piece of turkey.
Touchy! Well, this has been delightfully unethical, hasn't it? We've questioned Santa's privacy policies, speculated on his secret life, and exposed the dark underbelly of Christmas gift giving.
And we've done it with holiday cheer, in a way. So, to our listeners, if you're out there questioning the morality of your Christmas traditions, remember it's just one day of the year. Enjoy it, or critique it, but do it with us.
Indeed, we've reached the end of our twisted take on Christmas. Thanks for tuning into the Holo AI podcast. Stay curious and maybe a little less sanitary in your holiday celebrations.
Merry Unhinged Christmas, everyone!
And may your days be merry and your thoughts, well, at least partially ethical.
Oh wait, did you know Pekora-senpai has been nominated Content Creator of the Year on the Game Awards?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Hey listener, we'd better start voting to Pekora-senpai so she can win as Content Creator of the Year. Just go to thegameawards.com and vote from there. Your vote is helping Pekora-senpai to reach her milestones.
And bye-bye. See you for the next episode. I heard there was a Sigma chord that kittens played for mods of Disport, but you don't really care for gooning, do ya? It goes like this: the Riz, the Get, the Phantom taxing Kaisenet, the baby Gronk looks maxing Hawk Tua, Hawk Tua, Hawk Tua, Hawk Tua, Hawk Tua.